it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So in a previous video we've made this screen card with the sheltering tree, and it's like a 4 seasons card. You can send it as a card obviously, but you can also sort of put it on the mantelpiece and keep it as a, you know, as a little ornament in your room. So there we go. So that's the card, but of course because it's outsized we're not going to find an envelope that fits, so we're going to make our own envelope. So, and we need for that obviously we need to measure the card, so let's do that first. I cut 12 by 12 in half, so this is 6 and each panel is 3 inches. So what I suggest to do is to make an envelope which is 3.5 by 6.5, because of course we have also some thickness that we need to think about, because we have 4 layers, and then also, you know, these ones make it a little, the panels make it a little bit thicker. So 3.5 by 6.5. Then I have the very vanilla cardstock, and here I have my Stampin' Up! Envelope punch board. So you look for the measurements that you need, 3.5 by 6.5, and that here it says I need a piece of paper 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and I have to start at 3 1/8. So let's start with cutting the paper to 8 1/4 and 8 1/4, and actually quite lucky because paper is 8 1/4 wide. So there you go. So I think, although it's, yeah, that's just enough. And then I'll have here another cut. There we go. So that's left over, and so this envelope is just the width of an A4 sheet of paper. That's what we've just found out. I also have some red line tape, scissors and a bone folder. So back to our envelope punch board. We are going to have to start at 3 1/8. So you put your paper in, and here you look for 3 1/8. So you have the corner there. You put it there, and then see, this is, I always do this. I never get out my scorer. Punch, and you score, and you turn, and then you line up your scoring line with the arrow there, and you score. You punch and you score, or it's called a score guide. Yeah, that's where you have to line up again and again. I mean, I mainly make A4 you know, sort of A4 cut in half, scored in half cards, so then you don't have a problem with you know, with your envelope. But obviously if you do make an outsized card, see, look, that fits nice. I know it is too big, but we also need to, like I said, we also need to make allowances for the thickness of the card. You know, it is nice to be able to make a card that fits any card that you might make. So that's why I use my envelope punch board. Now I am doing the corners here, but when it comes to folding we might need to do something to the envelope, because oh no, it works. Look, it just meets the edge there. Okay, so we might need to, we don't actually need to cut anything off. It is a little bit of a funny shape like that, but then once you close it like that, it's fine. So you open it and you close it. So if we put our card in, see, we have to watch out for the feet there. There we go. Look, that's what it looks like. Okay, so now for the tape, of course, you can see it's not going to go all the way. So we're going to put the tape on this part of our side flaps there. Red line tape is really sticky, so what I generally do, I cut it with a little knife on a you know, on a cutting mat. But obviously for the video I'm just cutting it with my snips, but I normally don't, because it leaves a little bit of residue on your scissors, and then they don't cut so well when you come to to cut paper, but you know, just a quick snip for the video is okay. But I do recommend you use a different way of cutting your tape, red line tape. Okay, right, so there we go. And I'm not doing it sort of very, I'm making sure that there is a little bit of space. So I haven't pushed it in completely. I've just folded it and put it down. So there is a little bit of gaping there. Can you see that? It's just so that it would allow the card to go in without any problem. And then that will close. And I'm going to put tape on, but I'm not going to actually remove the backing, so that when I come to use the envelope, I will then remove the backing, and then it will stick closed nicely. Yes, there we go. And there we have it, an envelope for our card, which is not the usual size of our normal card, so we made our own custom envelope. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!